from the 18-year-old.
Yes. Could you show us the pellet guns that you took from the 18-year-old after this incident?
On the original call, we responded to an event where 3 grade 8 students, ages of 14, males, had an altercation with an 18-year-old male in the Kingston Road area. While the altercation was happening, the 18-year-old uttered threats towards the 14-year-old males and displayed a firearm, which the young males believed was a firearm, in the commission of while they were threatening the young boys. Similar type to this, the young boys witnessed the person holding this. From an untrained person, even a trained person, unless you're right up close holding it in your hand, it is almost impossible to tell this between a real gun and a pellet gun or even a replica. It is legal for people to have pellet guns, and there is useful ways for them. What comes the problem with the police and for the public is when individuals use pellet guns and display them and act on them as if they were real live firearms. And today the young boys reported to us and to their teachers that they believed that the 18-year-old brandished a real gun to them and gave us information that we believed it was a real gun. Upon the traffic stop and dealing with the individuals, with the information we have to, as we gain information about the whole events, we believe when we stopped the vehicle there was a real gun in the car, so we have to act accordingly.
And you found more than one in the car?
We located a revolver type pellet gun in the car that looks really real, and a second one within the reach of the driver and the passenger. It is a pistol style. It has a magazine like a real pistol, the action cycles. If you're okay, I'll point it towards your direction. As you can see, the front of the firearm, the muzzle is the exact same diameter as my pistol that I wear today. This here, circumference here, looks like a 9mm pistol, the barrel area. So if you were to, real officers up close, unless they're holding their hand, may not know the difference. And the issues with all these guns, if they're used in a criminal manner, or the people believe it's real, we're dealing with people, it could be split seconds, you're in a high risk situation. If those are pointed at our officers, they were told they're real guns, that's the information they have, and that's what they have to believe. And if a real firearm is pointed in their direction, they have to defend themselves and defend the public. Because if they're injured or hurt, the suspect can continue on, hurt more people, or access the officer's duty weapon and item. So they have to fear that grievous bodily harm or death, because if that individual does have a real gun and they do shoot them, it could cause them death, and they have to stop the individual from doing that.
So then I guess the takeaway is if you have one of these, not to brandish them as a real weapon.
Again, there is I grew up with pellet guns myself. Out in the farm, you had a range, you shot targets, you went with your dad. Those are fine out in the country, fine, but walking around downtown and brandishing, or in the city brandishing as a real gun, that has concerns for the police, because we do have to act as if it was a real gun, because we don't have the split second time sometimes.
Right. And there was also this rifle,
yes,
pellet gun as well, that was in the trunk.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks very much.